uniform because he never made it to command, and he goes at 10 forward. Why did he go to 10 forward? Specifically to see Riker?
He went to talk to Riker.
And Riker's like,
Riker says, so where did you see yourself then?
He's like, because I want more than what I have.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Picard, you're in stellar cartography. Right. He's like, yeah, I do maths. And he's like, well, I was hoping to be promoted. Into what? Command.
And Riker says, well, I don't see that for you. Because why?
Because you never really took risks. I looked at your record, you've always played it safe. And Picard has this moment where it dawns on him like, oh, this is the lesson Q's teaching me. So he stands up and does the Picard maneuver. He goes, well, if you ever need me, I'll be in stellar cartography. And Kris does this thing where...
Okay, so if you ever need me, Commander Riker, I'll be in stellar cartography.
The first time he did it, he walks over the turbo lift and he goes, like he made the turbo lift, and then we went to this whole thing where they keep bumping into each other.
Right.
After this awkward moment.
And Picard's trying to put it out of his mind. He gets in the Picard's in the turbo lift, and Riker happens to also get into the same turbo lift. And Picard is going.
And the doors go.
Maps.
Riker just leaves. And then there's some horrible thing, and Riker's like, shit, we need maps. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
Riker, stellar cartography.
Picard, stellar cartography. Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, right, Lieutenant Picard.
Yes, Lieutenant Picard.
Listen, we are entering the Boas Nebula, and we need all of the information that you have on the Boas Nebula.
Absolutely, I've done extensive mapping. You can come down. I've got a hot cup of Earl Grey ready for you.
Maps uploaded. Thank you. And then he's in cartography going. Of course he would not need to come down. Why, Jesus Christ?
We are computers. Anyway, next week.
So, but those jokes, where would you go? I can't put that in PvP. Wait, what was the other part where I was like, but what makes it work? Like, how does he ever get there? And it's one of those Enterprise situations where everything's fucked up, and people are on the bridge that shouldn't be, so they have to, like, rise up. And finally, he's like pulling out his maps, and he's got his goddamn compass. And then there's like, Captain, the Borg are accessing the code, the computer core. We have to delete everything. And
they're after our secrets.
And then
Riker says, all right, we have to delete everything, starting with the maps. And Picard says, but that's my life's work. Computer delete maps. It's like
deleting maps deleted.
Next question. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, from now on, if you see us in the hall, just go, if you need me, I'll be in. Good.
You guys discussed the difference between active and passive income. Passive income is obviously passive. What kind of specific things do you do to make active income?
Well, stuff like Blamimation, like anything where, like passive income is mostly advertising or a certain amount of merchandise you can't expect to sell in an average month.
Like you already made it, you made it a year ago and it's still selling.
Right. But active is like, okay, we're going to pay you this much and you have to put in, like this week's 20 hours on this.
For example, after this panel, I'm going to do another panel, and then after that, I'm going to be out there, and I'm going to be trying to sell the last 6 awesomologies that I brought, and I hope you guys want to buy them.
Yes.
That is, okay, and I can take credit cards. That is active. That is me. I have to put in the hours to do it. Or making anything. If I'm, like, for example, before I came out here, I researched printing on tabloid newsprint like they used to, because I want to make a big Lowback comic, but I thought, fuck a comic, I'll make a big Sundays page. You know, like it's a big newspaper, and then I can fold it up and mail it out. And so I'm researching, I'm getting quotes, then I have to fucking draw it, and make sure it's funny, you know. As opposed to, it's the end of March, and I go, what did I make in AdSense this month? What did I make where people bought stuff from the store this month? And it just happened without me putting in the time. That's active. Anytime you sit down to make something in the hopes of selling it. Thank you.
Yes, you asked your followers for ideas for your next webcomic. What would it be? I was wondering if you know, like, if you really are making another comic and when it's coming out and
I want
to give us.
Oh, announce it at PAX.
At this PAX?
But the other thing.
No.
You know?
I can't. No.
Okay.
Not yet. But yes, I do want to do a third one.
Can you give us hints on what it might be about?
I will say semi-autobiographical. That's as far as I go.
Yes, sideburn.
Scott, your
Yes.
art style is obviously evolving. You're getting more detailed characters, more
I'm
realistic
trying.
characters. Do you ever worry they're going to clash too much with the existing, more cartoonish Brent and Cole and everybody?
Oh, I worry about it all the time. I'm trying to push my art. I wanted to get more readers, more page views, and I was trying to think of how I could do that after being around for so long. Because I think most of the people that it's hard to market PvP. It's been around forever. People have heard of it. They've already decided if they want to read it or not. So I thought probably the best way to get more readers is just to make the strip as more awesome as possible, which is the advice I give everybody making comics now. Just focus on the work. So I've been really pushing my art. And it's a learning process, and I don't have time to do it on the side. I don't have time to say, well, I'll do the strip, and then I'll schedule an hour to practice art. I've got to do it live. So there's going to be a day where a extra looks really realistic and it clashes. But the problem is, I have designs for Brent and Cole and all of them looking better. Like, when I draw Brent in Beethoven times, he's got that awesome hair. I have a style of his hair where he's cut his ponytail and he's styling it differently, and it looks awesome. But I cannot just debut that. You guys will lose your shit. Trust me. You fucking go nutshits over the smallest change, and then I get emails. You know, and it's like, Mr. Kurtz, I don't come to PvP every day to see this. I want Brent's ponytail. You promised me a free strip today, the way I like it, with no change. So you have to introduce it real slowly, like...
We're seeing Brent's eyes more, I think.
Right. And I'm getting emails about that. Like, people are emailing me and saying, I don't want to see Brent's eyes. I have not seen them for 12 years, and I don't want to see them. Don't show them. But I want him to be more expressive, and you can't do this without showing eyes. You can't show shades. All of his expression are hidden behind those shades. And the thing is, Brent used to be that expression. He used to be this guy that was always, meh. But now I'm trying to make him a little more vulnerable of a character, and you cannot do that without eyes. It's impossible. So... go read the strip back, a couple strips, and you'll notice that Jade's ponytail went from being up here to being where it should be down here. So I have like 8 changes in her, but I have to introduce them really slowly. So the first one was move the ponytail down. Then all of a sudden you realize her eyes are different, and you know I have to do it over time. So give me your time. Yeah, absolutely.
All right, last one.
Last question.
All right, last one. So alternate universe, Scott and Kris fall madly into hetero nerd love. Before you guys make
Alternate.
No, I'm just saying it's going to be early. It's before you guys did webcomics. It's before you guys started your webcomics. You fall madly in nerd love, and you make a webcomic together. What is it?
What? You make a webcomic?
Yeah, you did it before you guys started your webcomics. You met each other, and you made the webcomic together. What was
That's a
that
good
webcomic?
question.
That is a good question.
I'm happy that we're making Blamimations now.
What are webcomic beef we made together?
God, I don't know.
Fatty and Brown Man.
There you go. That's as good as it. So that's he released it. Thanks a lot.
We have one Blamimation interstitial idea where it's me and I show up and I'm like, Kris, I made you a present. And it's the theme to Cagney and Lacey, but I've put our pictures in it. Like, I've clearly taken photos of him and us, and I've put us as cops. And then the last one is us, like, against each other in the door going, wah! You know, like that. But when you're seeing it, like, because Kris is watching on the screen, it's really detailed. But then when it cuts back to you watching us, it's just me behind him going, he's like, so it's clearly in reality very sad. But
So buddy cops.
it would be a buddy cop
Buddy cops.
comic.
Very cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys very
Thank
much.
you guys.
Very, very much. And thank you so much for this. It's awesome.
Come see us in Bandland.
I have one more panel I'm gonna help make a pitch game panel.
All right.
And then Bandland to sell those last 6 goddamn awesomologies.
All right. I'm going to Bandland.
Maybe you can
Thanks,
talk me
guys.
into a deal. I don't want to ship them all. Thank you.